middleman, but I waited a quarter century since I wrote the first book about all this stuff to see if we were going to fight. And today, at the biggest climate rally by far in U.S. history, is finally joined, and we will fight it together.
So for this 10 seconds, y'all, and in a moment, it's a quick sound. You put your fist in the air all over. I heard there's 40,000 of you now. Fist all the way around. Put your fist in the air. For those babies in the South Bronx doing asthma. Put your fist in the air for those grandmas in Oakland dealing with cancer. Put your fist in the air for all those who have gone and the Native American tribes are dealing with cancer or flooded bad water or bad air. Put your fist in the air for humanity. You know that we say can't stop,
won't stop,
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 can't stop,
won't stop.
Make some noise.
I'm Tom Steyer. I'm not the first person you'd expect to be here today. I'm not a college professor. I don't run an environmental organization. For the last 30 years, I've been a professional investor. And I've been looking at billion-dollar investments for decades. And I'm here to tell you one thing. The Keystone pipeline is not a good investment. And let me say this. I get the argument for the Keystone pipeline. The argument for the Keystone pipeline is business as usual. We use fossil fuels, we continue to use fossil fuels, we need to transport them. But the time for business as usual has passed. We can't afford 40 more years of dirty energy. We can't afford the droughts, the storms, the disasters. And most of all, we can't afford not to build a cleaner, cheaper, more secure energy system. Investment is about analysis and timing. We're always asking the question, why is today different from every other day before this? Today is different because it's time now for the first time to look comprehensively. We have to consider all the costs. And we have to ask ourselves, does this pipeline help us, or does it help a few narrow interests?
I stand here today with my brothers and sisters in solidarity. That includes you too. I stand here as a First Nations woman to say that we should never have to choose between our moral obligations, our Indigenous ways of knowing and being who we are as keepers of the land. We should never have to choose that or feeding our families. I'm here because I have an obligation to my children, my ancestors, our future generations, and our one true mother. If this pipeline goes through, it will be at the cost of human life, air life, water life. I come from the source of where this pipeline will ultimately further develop an already destroyed land. Currently, industry has completely desecrated an area the size of a country. England and Switzerland, in 20 years, the Sahara Desert in northern Alberta, what was once the pristine northern boreal forest. If this pipeline goes through, your government will further assist in the raping and pillaging of the lands of my ancestors. Whilst deliberately ignoring the basic human rights to clean air and water and our inherent constitutionally protected rights. I abide by natural law, and there's nothing natural about a people dying from cancer. Fish with cancers hanging off of them, moose with pus bubbles under the skin, babies being airlifted to the hospital for drinking contaminated water, and that's the truth. The law is being broken every single day as more and more permits to industry are granted within my nation's traditional hunting territory. To date, over 19,000 permits granted with the promise our government, along with industry, will push through expansion. A projected 10 times, which ultimately will be the size of Florida when they're done. They promise to give us back what was never theirs in the first place. The Canadian government has made it clear they will approve Enbridge. We need your help to stand with us. We need your prayers. I need somebody to stand with me as the bulldozers come. I'm laying down my life. I need you to hear us and don't approve Keystone. I need you to hear you, support us, and help us love Enbridge. I want to thank you for listening to my words and assisting me in this time of historical importance, not just for my people, but for your people.